Now then, that is something you do not see every day. Alas, the Hummer is no more. As you can see, I was coming down this hill, and I was going to stop in the trees for something that will become apparent in a minute, and I hit this tree, and the Hummer's not hung up, but reverse will not get it up this hill. No matter how much I try, reverse will not get it up the hill. So I'm gonna have to try and cut this tree down, and try and not get it hung up, which should be fun. So a good job I found a hatchet. So let's have a go at that and see what happens, shall we? Right. This is a tricky one because it hasn't got a great turning circle. Right. Blimey. These are the issues you have with vehicles, I tell you. Anyway, the reason we're out here, risking our Hummer driving around in the woods, is because I found a base. I found a base out at the edge of the map that is probably got nothing of importance in it whatsoever, but it does appear to be one door thick, and it's in the middle of nowhere. So, what is that? Truck. Let's go have a little look. There's a little house up there too, but there's nothing in it. Because I was just thinking when I came down here, God, this is a nice little place. Again, if I wanted to retreat from the world, I'd come down here and retreat from the world. So here we go. Look, there's one on this side. I can't really tell if it's one, but it looks like one. And this side. So, I don't know, but we're going to give it a go. The experiment continues, right? I mean, that was the aim. The aim was to perhaps kill ourselves, but also to conduct an experiment to see how many nades we need to blow a gate. So we're going to conduct that experiment right now, and I think, like I said, we'll start with 5 and run like crazy and see what happens. and then try another 5 and see what happens, and so on and so forth. We've got 12, I think. So let me get the one with the nades in it, which I think is this one. Let's pop it over here. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Got that, which is 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, and there's a claymore in another one. So we'll see how we're going first. We'll take 1 and 2. That makes, with the 4, that makes 6. So we probably want to not have to come back here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, that's 10. Let's start with 10. And see how we do. And if we all die horribly, then we all die horribly. Maybe no one will notice the Hummers here. Fat chance. And we could get back here and salvage it before anybody knows it's even here. Now, remember to run this time, okay? I really can't stress that enough. Now, my only concern with these little things like this is the lip of the door sometimes prevents you from laying the grenade exactly at the door, and that can be a problem. So we'll see. So take this to hand. Drop it. Where did it go? It went right there. So it's one. That's two. Three. Four. Right, now remember this? Unpin. Not 5. Blimey. Let's try another one. Not even 6? Seven. Right, it's gonna take 7. We need some more. I'm gonna try the Claymore because it's pretty mean. And 2 to start with. There's that infected. He's running all over the place, doesn't know what to make of it. Right, Claymore. Let's drop that. Drop that. Right. Wow. Okay. Taking a lot. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is everything I've got. Let's just use everything we've got. That surely has to be it. And it is.
Yeah!
Wow, all that for a 4-code lock. I've always wondered if you could build a watchtower in here and climb up there and hide stuff in there. And anyway, that's that. Well now, oh, I need my bolt. That is an interesting exercise. So that took 7, and my assumption is we went overkill on the last one, but another 7, because it seems like it would make sense for it to be the same, right? So I was thinking 5. We're gonna need 14 grenades to crack a base. Okay. There you go. Experiment over. We now know the situation. We now know what we need to face. And I know it took a while, and hey, look, it's a gamble. There could have been stuff in there. Turns out there wasn't stuff in there, but there could have been stuff in there. So there you go. So that will have drawn some attention. So let's get ourselves out of here. Oh, I never did take the plug out. Oh, okay. If it has this. And we'll carry on down the road towards we're down here in a field. Yeah, there's the barn there. These last buildings. So we'll carry on down to the outskirts of Dolnik and see how we do, shall we? Right, welcome back. So we're back at base. We managed to nurse the Hummer back to base. Oh man, she took a pounding. After I left you, I was heading across that field, and a fence jumped out at me, and I smacked into it. Busted tire, destroyed the bonnet. The engine is now orange, which is not good. Yeah, and I took a bit of damage, but I mean, so I thought I had back here somewhere a blowtorch. I went all around Dolnik looking for a blowtorch, and for the life of me couldn't find one. I think it might be in one of the ones I buried, which I haven't dug up yet. And this is all junk I'm getting rid of. So what did we get? What did we get? Well, we got a few things from that. So you got some remote detonators, which is great. I got a bear trap. I'm thinking of putting that somewhere around the base, see if I can catch this sneaky person who's responsible for the tires job, because I've locked the tires back on again. But what can I do if they come back here and do it again? It's not. I don't have time to build a secure compound. We got some more nails. We got 2 boxes of 99. We got a box, which I think now a box comes with 70. They used to come with 99, but they've taken 29 out and they come with 70, and that's a nuisance because, as you saw by the calculations, that a full-size wall ends up taking, what is it, like 64 nails or something. So it'll just do almost one entire wall panel, which is a bit of a nuisance. I don't quite know how that is, because you get 16, 16, 32, yeah, 64. So I need to calculate out on the nails that I have, because I've got nails here. I think I've also got nails over here. Do I? Yes, 2 more boxes of nails. So I'm thinking of doing a little bit of work around the base. Now that I know that people know that we're here and they're messing with my car, I'm thinking of maybe finishing up that weirdness at the front. I brought home a bit of barbed wire and stuck it on the bit in the corner. So this whole section is now barbed wired, I do believe. Except maybe, is that corner down there? It's not barbed wired, I don't think. So I need to have a look at that. But as I said, if you come over the roof and you drop down there, you can't get into the gate. You could stand there and I suppose try the code lock, which is always a risk. So yeah, I can see here. Yeah, there's two bits there don't have barbed wire on. So I probably need to get barbed wire for those. And that's fine. I've stored a bunch of wood. All of that wood that we brought back is stored outside. So I might want to do a little bit around the base first. What have we got? We brought back these 2. We got pox grenades, bear trap, remote detonators, which is fine if we had anything. If you get the claymore or you get the explosive, you can pair them, and then the beauty of that is you can pop them next to a gate and you can wander off to retire to a safe distance. You might have a claymore, and as we've seen, maybe 6 grenades, I think 5 grenades maybe, and a claymore might do it. Claymore is pretty strong, but 6 grenades and a claymore, you retire to a safe distance, boom, you blow the wall. That kind of thing. Wait and see what happens. Go back, do it again, that kind of stuff. So got that, got a bunch of nails, got another, at least 2 more code locks, I think. That's one that we were looking at. We're over here, we've got another code lock. Hey, gloves! We got a set of pristine NPC gloves, and we got a better mask than the mask that we had, although we do have another mask in the stuff that's buried. And we got another mask filter, and we got some more charcoal, which is all good. And I think we don't have anything over here other than in here. Oh, I wanted to look in there. What have we got in there? No, nothing in particular. Yeah, so that's it. I mean, whew, it seems like we got a lot. We didn't get a lot. We got a lot. We got 3 crates, and we got a whole bunch of wood, and we got a bunch of nails, and we got one more bit of NBC gear, and we had to go busting a base, and we did bust a base. To be fair to ourselves, we busted a base. We now know that it's 7 grenades to take off the face of the base and 7 grenades to take off the frame. So we now have a very clear number to work to, so that we have confidence that when we actually have that amount of grenades, that we can say, right, we've got 14 grenades. What we're going to do is, because imagine if we'd only had 10, we wouldn't know. We'd still be like, oh man, it's not 10. But now we know 7 is the magic number. And that seems like a lot, man. That's 14 grenades. I mean, it took us a while, admittedly, but I think we might be. I think we, if we can repair the Hummer, and we can head out to Tarnow, we might tidy this base up, but we might grab some things and chuck some crates in the back and drive out to Tarnow and set up a little sub base in Tarnow, and then work Borek, Lambort, Svareg kind of way and live on the east. But we're over here, and there's still at least one more thing to do out here that I would like to do here before we move, and that is Dambog. So we have this thing, and we have another one, and when you pop these on your old noggin, you get fabulous night vision. Now, and like I said, it doesn't seem to matter. I look lovely. It doesn't seem to matter what the situation is with running out, so we can actually go into the bunker, which you need light for, without worrying about it. I mean, we'll bring a second one in case the first one gets damaged, but there's no infected in the bunker. We just need to figure out how to get in. So, what I'm proposing to do is I will tidy up around the base, have a think about if there's a way to build a safe place for the Hummer somehow. Which basically means extending the base out, which seems like a lot of panels. But I'll need to work out how many nails I've got, how many panels it would take, and if we can do it. Because if we can do it, we can do it. That's no problem. I've got sharpening stones, I've got saws, got axes, got nails, got wood. So, we're on to a start. So it may be a case of doing it. I just hope the Hummer's still there when I get back. And then we can consolidate up our NBC gear that we've got and sort that out. See if I've got something to repair the Hummer with. And then we can pack up the Hummer and head out to Dambog and see if we can't figure out how to get into this darn bunker. That's probably the thing that I want to do first, is figure out how to get in and out of this bunker. I think that's an important thing to do. And then after that, maybe we'll go and set up a base in Tarnow in a tower block and see what a tower block base looks like, and what do we do about storing the Hummer. What. Stuff. Eh? All part of the fun. So I'm just going to shoot off. This is all just rubbish that I've just decided to get rid of. I've got a jerry can. Don't need another jerry can. This is all, rags, old things that I don't need. So, yeah. I'll be back soon. Ta-ta for now. Now that's super annoying. I want to go down there. I want to go down there. And there's a bear. You silly bear. What are you doing? bear. Right. Well, things have changed a little. So I hope I can get the Hummer out of here. I didn't reverse it in. I reversed it in and then built the base around it. So it got in through there. So hopefully it gets out through there. I mean, I'm taking a bit of a punt. I'm just figuring they wouldn't surely build a gate that your vehicle couldn't get through. I know the truck can get. I've seen that. It's not particularly straight though. That's the thing, and it's not easy to maneuver. But we'll see, right? So that's a challenge for another time, maybe. I'll maybe do you a time lapse of me trying to get out. But we've essentially cordoned ourselves off. So we built this little sub yard for the Hummer, so that wags don't come along and take my wheels off and muck around, and hopefully we can get in and out without too much kerfuffle. And that's fine, and that's all locked up. I had to wire again. I had to sacrifice that lovely bit of barbed wire in the corner, which we'll go and have a look at. That I put, not over there. Let's close that door. Over here, I had to sacrifice that. Just a little tip. So when you are turning barbed wire into plain wire, you damage it, right? So you can't take a badly damaged bit of barbed wire and turn it into wire. You'll just ruin it. So my advice is don't do that. So that was the best bit of barbed wire that I had, sadly, that I could spare. So there you go. So the Hummer's got some random kit in it, so I'll need to take that indoors, and we will find a home for that and get out of the rain before we get wet, because for once we're not actually soaking wet. So we'll close the gate, lock that up, close the gate. Lock that up. Oh, we still got wet. We still got wet. So, look at whose messy mess is all this. Oh. Seriously, it still hasn't despawned. Things that I don't need. I think I might need chlorine tabs again. And I might just take the jerry can and stuff it in the back of the Hummer. I don't need the rest of it. It's just, you don't need it. You gotta be with tets. I got a full stack of tets. And when did I last get sick that could be cured with tets? Anyway, so I've mostly tidied and organized things, and I've got things monkeying around. Oh, that reminds me, you weren't here for the whole mystery kerfuffle. So I took one of my crates of NBC gear and I buried it right here next to the bin. It's vanished. I can't find it. It won't come back. It's completely disappeared. I should check it now, actually. Look away while I sort out this, and I'll have a look. So yeah, so it was right over here. I thought, well, I'll be sneaky and I'll bury it here. No one will look here. And it's vanished. It's just completely vanished. There's no mound. I can dig up worms, but then where it should be, it just says fence. So I think what happens is the fence sticks out quite a bit. It's sort of the block around the fence sticks out quite a lot. So unfortunately, what it did was it let me bury it because that is putting it under the fence box. But now it's under the fence box. So it's there. It's there. I reckon it is there. Perfectly happy all by itself. I would need to dismantle this fence to get that second set of NBC gear back, which is, I tell you what, annoying. And I haven't looked because frankly I don't want to, because I buried the other one as well. I haven't looked to see if it was the one with gloves in it. because I can't. It's under here, and just no amount of fiddling about is going to convince it to come out. It just isn't. It's not hiding under the bin. You can't get on top of the bin. It's not hiding under the house. I can't for the life of me find it. So it's missing. It's gone completely missing, and no amount of my efforts is going to bring it back without dismantling that fence, and I just don't want to right now. If it becomes time important and critical, then okay, that is something that I can do, but I am simply not doing it right now, which was a real travesty, I can tell you. So, the problem also is I didn't get a blowtorch to repair the Hummer engine. So, what do we do? What do we do? Well, we wanted to go to Dambog, and we wanted to have a look at that bunker at Dambog, is what we wanted to do. I can't really, on my way back through Planet, which admittedly was a few hours ago, there was some activity, but that means nothing. And like an hour ago, there was shots in the wilderness, and nothing came my way. So if we chart a course past that quarry, up the hill, and up the road to Dambog, it's not that far, and hopefully, if we keep our wits about us, we don't wreck the car, because the issue is if we just perpetually wait around for a blowtorch to present itself, and the problem is, kick myself, because I did have one. Remember, I did have one. I was like, "What's this blowtorch doing here?" And I got rid of it. Daft. If you're gonna have a vehicle, keep a blowtorch. That's my advice to you all. So I got rid of it, which was a daft thing to do, and now I'm like, oh, I wish I had a blowtorch. So if you have a vehicle, get yourself a blowtorch. So I think what we just do is we just get ourselves together. We get out of here. Should be fun. And we go up the road. We'll stop off, bears permitting, at the sawmill in this little house, and vaguely see if they have any. By the time I get there, I've just come from there a lot too long ago. So if I'm going soon, it ain't gonna happen. And then we will go, I think, down this way, and we'll go past that little quarry. There's a few sheds in there. They might have one. They might not. We'll go up the hill, all the way up the hill, up the windy road, to Dambog. There's a little road in there. I wonder what that is. And then we'll just have to go into Dambog. There's a drive into Dambog. It's not shown on the map. I can't remember exactly where it is. I think it's right near the junction, actually. And there's a couple of sheds in Dambog, and then we need to figure out how the heck we're going to get in. What we're going to have to assume is we might lose the Hummer. We might not, but we might lose the Hummer. So we're gonna take what we need, and only what we need. I'm contemplating whether that actually includes the crossbow, because it is heavy, and we can avoid or otherwise stealth kill infected if we need to. And I've buried the KA, so that's fine. I don't mind taking the Tundra. there's not really any other rifle that I would want to procure, but I think we need a halfway decent rifle in the tundra, just in case. And otherwise, we're just going to travel real light. Um, get rid of the cooking stoves, get rid of the cooking pots, just some food, canteen of water, that kind of thing. On the If we die doing this, then so be it. We don't really lose a lot, and or if we find a lot of loot, we got plenty of place for it, and that's it. Um, because I have heard, I have heard that you can get locked inside or trapped inside, shall we say? Um, which I suppose is the only way out is to respawn into a new server and respawn back again. Is it something? But I do know that it is possible. Is there a bear out there? It is possible to get stuck. So I'll bear that in mind. So with that all in mind, what I think I'll do is I'll get my stuff together and then um, maybe wait till this bear gets lost because I'm gonna have to try and navigate my way out of my own gate in the Hummer and hope I don't wreck it. I mean, I'm going slow, so it shouldn't be a drama. Well, from that perspective, but otherwise it's going to be a pretty big drama. So anyway, so layers of defenses, layers of defenses. I went round front, by the way, and I tried to put another wall in, but it just again won't work without dismantling the small wall that's there. But I don't think you can get up over the top. I think in part one of the reasons that the guy took the wheel off and put them there was he put the wheel there hoping that he could use it to somehow jump up. And I think he got to the situation where he can't get up there. So I think I did an actual okay job on that bit. And that's all well and good. Um, so that's fine. The rest of it, yes, of course. You could build a watchtower probably next to it and jump in. Um, certainly by the gate, I think, is maybe the only place that's close enough to build a watchtower. And again, keep our eye out for barbed wire. We're always keeping our eye out for barbed wire. There's a bear out, literally out there. I'm gonna have to wait till it gets lost. It seems to me like, just by the by, talking about animal spawns, that the bear kind of roams around, like it has its big area and it just kind of wanders about and it heads off in randomly generated directions. And the same with the wolves at night, or indeed during the day. I think there's two different types. There's like a random one that's kind of just like running around, and if you run across its path, it doesn't howl at you. You just see it, and then it attacks you. That's happened to me once, and or I've also seen it cross my path and it's not attacked me. And the other one is, you hear the howling, which means that it's spawned because you're nearby, and if you don't run like crazy, it'll eventually track you down and come your way. And I think that's the way both of those types of spawns work. So let me sort out my inventory and sort out getting out of here, although it's starting to get dark, and driving the Hummer at night is nobody's idea of fun. So we'll see how that all goes. Anyway, see you soon. Easy peasy. Probably going to be harder getting in. We'll see. Right, now then. How do I get in? there just isn't. There just isn't anything on the map that would give us a hint. To interact with that, it seems. Looks like a card reader. There's a building up there. I came in at the bottom. There's a building further up the road. What's that? Let's go have a look at that. Oh, this looks very similar to the other one down at the bottom. But no way to interact with it. That doesn't work. So how does one... There's nothing here. This is as high as it gets. So, I know there'll be a bunch of people going, oh, you do this, or oh, you do that, or no, you need to do this first. So the point of this exercise is to determine that I know there's a bunker up here, and I know that that you can get inside it, apparently. But I don't know how. And my intention is to see if there is enough in-game clues to be able to make that happen. Now, it doesn't... You don't need to close that, do you? And then that opens? It's down as a fence. That's weird. Why is it down as a fence? There's nails there. Wait, did someone built inside it? Is that why there's a fence there? So it's got nothing to do with this thing, in as much as someone's trying to build a fence there, which they've changed for 1.23. You can't build inside the bunker. So I don't, but and all that's fine, but I still don't know how to get in. I had thought there was a way for a solo to get in. So, right. In the interests of good viewing, I'm going to go away and have a quick look online and see what I can find out, albeit it is against my principles. See, so I am back. Yeah, I was kind of right initially with my initial thoughts. You need a card, and I don't have a card. you need to find a card. They spawn randomly, apparently. So anyway, so you need a card. So there's no point in me even being here. No point in me being here. So I'm going to head up to the way out. And my intention is to pick up that spare wheel and door or the Hummer, and then head back to base, I guess. Don't need the Hummer, so may as well store it up in base, and we'll talk about what to do from here. See you in a minute. Kia ora again. Well, here we are back at base. So, Dambog. Well, there you go. You need a punch card, and as I've said before, this is about experience the game as someone experienced it without third-party tools. And as it is, you would wander around and go, oh, don't really get a point of all that, but it might warn you that you might need something, and then when it comes along later and you perhaps find a punch card, you will go, oh, I wonder if that punch card fits that bunker up at Dambog. And I believe that's the situation. So, anyway, what are we going to do now? Well, there's places we still haven't been. I mean, we're getting there eventually. So, we've done a lot, actually. We've done a lot. I never managed to make it to Wooddock because I had accidents with the car and it was all and everything, but it looks like a service station. So I'm sure we're not missing out. The main one that we haven't done is we haven't been to Carlin. And we haven't been to that industrial place. And we should probably, as I've said before, go and do the castle because it's Halloween and they've got lots of spooky effects on. And we might pick up a chainmail coif and a bunch of other bits and pieces. And there's a little place over there for water. And I don't know what that is. And we've been to Borough and that's fine. Yeah, so, and then it's been a while since we've been through places like Sitnik and Tiamanka and, oh no, we were just in Graben. Giraldo, yeah, I did say I wanted to, it's not, there's no, yeah. Anyway, that big base at Nabor, I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about that at all. So yeah, so where are we? We're at base here. So I want to get to Carlin. What is quickest? South or north? North's a bit of a loop around, as you can see. South is perhaps, oh, I think it's 50-50. I mean, I don't think you can really go through the middle. There's so many hills and wolf spawns and things. So I'm inclined to say run down to Polana, pick up the red trail, follow the red trail to Nadebor. Check the military, check the medical. Well, there isn't military there. For grenades. Remember, we need 14 of the little blighters. So we could drop into the military barracks up at Nadebor. Drop into the medical from Nadebor. And then we could follow the road to Giraldo. Yeah, I don't want to go all the way down there. Follow the road to Giraldo. There's no military in Giraldo that I'm aware of, but there is that medical. Then red route to Poktkrupibiek. Check out this little cluster here. Over to Carlin. up here to whatever that is, which I don't know what that is. We could do Borek again. Maybe. Sitnik. Back up to Graben. And back to Tarnow. And the reason I say back to Tarnow is because I was thinking there is 3 tower blocks in Tarnow that are currently not being used. And I don't really understand. There's someone has set up a base in Graben, and if we get round there, we'll go and have a look and see how they're doing, because they may have been busted already. But I'm thinking Tarnow, we could do that, couldn't we? And then, like I say, we've got this base in Tarnow. Got a medical not too far away. We can nip up to the Tarnow military. We can pop out to the Krisnik SAM site, or whatever it is, up there. We've got Borek just down the road. Pardon me. And where's Lemborg? And Lemborg just further south from that, which is massive. And let's give the east side some love for a little bit, right? So we've done out west. We've set up a base out west, and that's fine. I'm happy for it to stay here, and I'm happy to leave stuff here. But I wouldn't mind giving the east a bit of a try, because we're not very familiar with the east. I don't feel. I think we've gotten quite familiar with the west and the southwest, and Svarog and Polana and Zalisi, and we've been around to Poland a couple of times. Yeah. What about if we try that? We'll probably get there and find they're all full. Be like, oh, got neighbors. So that's my plan. And with that in mind, I have kitted out. So I'm bringing the bare essentials again. I'm bringing the crossbow and the tundra, because I do love them. I picked up a grenade. I'm bringing some ammo and some spare ammo, because you never know. I'm bringing a sharpening stone. I'm bringing an axe. I'm bringing a 4 code lock. Another sharpening stone. A box and 99 nails. A good saw. A badly damaged pair of pliers, and I don't honestly know if there's any way to repair them. But they're all we have. 1 hoe, because I can sharpen it. A rope for making the fence kit. I've got some food in here. My scary orange mask for if I do really feel like traveling at night, I can always do that. That's always fun. And essentially that's it. Nothing in my hunter's pants. I can put that stuff in my hunter's pants. Like that. Don't know how you carry an entire cooking stove in your pants. But there you go. Yeah, so traveling light and leaving essentially everything else here. The base is the base. It really is. It's got layers of protection, which I think will protect it some. But we've seen that this place is a base building, base cracking kind of a thing. So I'm sure eventually, if the people who destroy huge bases come along here, this base won't stand a chance, and she's pretty knackered anyway. I've buried my NBC stuff outside the base. I might move it to somewhere slightly more secure, albeit the one that's lost, and the KA, and that'll make me feel a little bit happier about that. But other than that, I don't really feel like doing much else. Regarding the Hummer, I'm not going to take it. And the reason I am not going to take the Hummer, and I'll tell you now, is because while it's all well and good, and it does eat up the Ks, and it does have its uses and everything else, it does take a little bit of the immersion out of it for me. It gets to be a bit of a chore just driving it around. Whereas when you're just out running around by foot, and you're dealing with the weather, and you're dealing with wolves, and you're dealing with all the other stuff, much as I malign wolves and all kinds of other stuff, it's actually more fun. It takes longer. Yeah, I get it. It takes longer. But it's definitely more immersive and it's definitely more fun. In the car is just a chore. They drive really badly and they're real noisy, and you don't hear any of the environmental sounds, and you just lose it. So I'm leaving that here, and I'm not taking it. So say la vie, I guess. If someone breaks in and nicks it, go ahead. I mean, the engine's not in great great condition anyway, and as I've said before, easy come, easy go. Um, I picked it up. I didn't really have to do anything. All I had to do was pick up a battery, and I had a glow plug, and that was that. Um, so it was a piece of cake. And cars seem to spawn in quite a lot. I've seen quite a few lately. I've seen quite a few. So I'm not bothered. So there you are. So that's the situation. So I think, pardon me, I think next time that you see me will be probably when something magical or tragical happens. And if it is not, then the next time you will see me will be when we get to probably the castle. Probably the castle at Potkrabiek, because that'll be where it's all spooky and whatnot. Um, so yeah, so that's a bit of a journey for me. Follow the red route over to Nadebor and then down the road. Um, it's a bit of a schlep. We've done it before. It's not the end of the world. But it is a bit of a schlep, and we might get killed along the way. There you go. All right. I will see you soon.
PlayStation